I'm realizing right now that I did not update you guys on my most recent surgery, so on today's video, we're going to talk about that. But first, we're going to go grab some coffee. Back in December, I had to get another surgery. This one wasn't as intense as the first one. You know, the first one, if you've been around for some time now, the first one was like, they put me under, all this stuff that goes with like full-on surgery. They like filleted me open like a fish, pulled out some lymph nodes, all that kind of stuff. And so since then, it has been just regular checkups. So I would go every 6 months. They do me one over, make sure I don't have any new cancer. And if something popped up that they thought maybe was a little questionable, they'd go in, take it out, do a quick biopsy on it. And normally, they would say, hey, you're good. But back in October or November of this year, they took one off my arm over here and called me back in like 2 weeks, and they're like, hey, this one looks weird, and we didn't like the way that it looked in the biopsy, so we are going to schedule you for some surgery. This is outpatient. It's not we're not going to put you under or anything like that, but we still have to do some surgery. So they scheduled it for January. I was very adamant that we move it to December, so it goes on last year's insurance, not this year. And was fortunate enough to get it. I think it was like mid-December we got the surgery. So that was an interesting experience. It was a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why I thought it was going to be anything less, but when they say surgery and not putting you to sleep, you would think that it's not going to be that much, but it was a little bit intense. So, all that being said, they took off a big old chunk of my skin, sent it off to get tested, and then sent me on my way, stitched me up, and I was back to the races, doing what I was doing before, normal work stuff. So, all that being said, they called me in like couple weeks after that, let me know that all the margins were cleared and whatever cancer it was is gone. So we are in the clear for that. There are some follow-up steps, but before I get to that, let's actually check this out. All right, so I'm on my way to Atlanta. I gotta go pick up one of my guitars. It actually is in a town outside of Atlanta called Marietta. There's a music store there called Music and Arts, and they're one of the only guitar shops in the area that was on the Taylor Guitar official website as a technician. And so I am on my way down there to go pick up one of my guitars because actually, crazy story, I think it was like the week, maybe 2 weeks after Christmas, our church got broken into and they took all of my guitars. They took one And there it is. We got it back. So there was just some minor things that needed to get fixed on the guitar. So you probably can't see it on here because he's done a really good job at fixing it, but we think that possibly because it got rained on, a lot of humidity, it actually started to cause the body of the guitar to raise up, and it like was bubbling just slightly. It was starting to. So he put this thing in here, actually changes that plug with what's called a bridge doctor, and I don't know if we can see in there or not. You can kind of see in there, but the bridge doctor helps keep the body down, so that way it's not like bubbling out anymore. Fresh strings, reset it up. I can tell the action is great, and yeah, he did some great work here on this guitar, so very happy with it. Glad to have it back. All that being said, to give you guys kind of a final update on where we go from here, mentioning back to the cancer stuff. So, from here on out, if you've been around the channel long enough, you know that like this isn't something that just like officially goes away. It's just something that I've got to deal with, and it's something that I've got to live with, and I've come to terms with that. That's not really that big of a deal at this point, but I do have to go get checked up every 6 months. And so I think my next checkup is probably May or June, something like that. And I will go in, they'll do me one over, make sure that I'm good to go. And then if they see anything that looks suspicious, then we'll go through the process again. But that's just kind of something that is now part of my life ever since the original surgery happened. So it's just there. And, I had to decide back when it was happening if I was going to let it affect my everyday life. And I decided not to because the thing about the whole situation was I came to this conclusion that like life's too short to not enjoy it and have a great time. And so we could get worried and worked up about everything. But if we spend our whole lives worrying, then we, get to the end of our lives and wish that we would have lived it. So I just had to come to the conclusion that life should be a party, and that's just how I'm going to live every single day. So yeah, I don't let it burden me down, even though whenever things like the last one do come up, it can be a little nerve-wracking. We just move forward and keep on going. So I think that's all I got for you guys this week. Just a quick update on the health stuff, getting the guitar back, all that fun stuff, checking out my favorite coffee shop in town, and who knows, maybe I'll see you guys again next week. But yeah, if you're into this, it'd be cool if you hit the subscribe button. It just lets you know whenever new videos come out. Lets me know that you guys are enjoying it. So yeah, thanks for guys for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one.